the recent evictees from the Big Brother house. We have Maria, we have Sami,
What's
and
up,
we have
guys?
JMK. How are you doing?
We we
Hey
fine. We're
guys.
fine.
Can JMK, can I hear you? Right there.
Hi, hi, hi.
Louder. You have
Hello.
Aha. Good, good. Girl power, I can hear you now. So tell us, what has it been like being out of the house? Who do I start with, the ladies or the guy?
Ladies first.
Okay. So what has it been
You
like?
go for it. How's it been?
Right now, day one of media rounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's still exciting, as you also have been excited about leaving the house. But really, it's also overwhelming going through my socials, and I've not even gone halfway through. It's overwhelming. It's exciting, both the positives and the negatives. But the goal and the plan is to deal with just the positives
That's the attitude.
from it. So yeah, it's been overwhelming, and it's still a process I'm going through.
Okay.
It's been nice. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been nice.
It's been nice. Maria, how about you?
Yeah, like JMK said, obviously, yeah. It's just a breath of fresh air, if I'm being honest, having been out. I mean, it's sad to be out, but it's just normal. Like, I'm in a normal space. I can see human beings like you, and, yet I haven't, like,
You're still trying to
taken
soak it in.
everything in. Like, it's still, is this really happening? Like she said, the whole going through your Instagram, or like even the followers and stuff is just too overwhelming. But we'll get there eventually. And yeah, definitely just positivity. No embracing negative or none of that.
Sami?
Omo, good experience. Oh. Like everything has been. Obviously, this is not my regular life for sure. I know all of that. So I'm just chesting everything as it's coming, like back to back. So I'm enjoying myself right now. Like now.
So what was your regular life? What was your regular life?
Man, I'm
before the
this
Big Brother
regular
house?
boy on the street of Zaria that just goes to school, go back home, from school, back home, and just do my thing. Like I just carry my phone and go out and just shoot if I want to shoot. Or ask my friend, I beg, borrow me your camera. Oh, I'll go do my normal thing, and that is it. Nothing else. There was no extra.
So what prompted you to go into the Big Brother house?
Okay, they say dream na free of charge. You pay money dream. So why not go dream big? The application during the process was free of charge.
All right.
As I listen that free of charge, this I have not on my belly. As I apply for, and I just how everything just went according to God's plan. Like from each phase that I went through, went according to God's plan. If na my plan I follow, or more, I'm not sure say I've reached anywhere.
So it was a case of you weren't, because a lot of people say, oh, they tried so many times getting into the Big Brother house. They
Yeah.
couldn't get into the Big Brother house. So it was one strike and you were in.
One strike. I like that word. One strike and I'm in. So
How about you, JMK? Was it the same?
Not really.
You were the last though to come in to get into the house.
Late arrivals.
Did you think you were still going to go in, or you thought, oh, that was the end? Or what was it like? What was...
What I've realized with this Big Brother is, don't think for them. You can never predict what they would do.
Right.
So we were in there. I think that's what really kind of messed up my head because of the uncertainty. And I really don't know how to handle not knowing what's up. So being there, we didn't know for sure if we were still going to go on the show or not. So we're just there. Even the day we were going in, they just came, pa, 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 pa. You're going. I was like,
There, was it like you were camped somewhere, or what?
yeah, well, it's called the lockdown stage.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to be there before you proceed to the show. So we're there for a couple of weeks. It wasn't easy. I think that was like the toughest part about being on the show. That was really tough on most of us.
Right.
Now, not to now imagine we that came later, because it means we stayed longer in lockdown. It was tough.
Were you watching
and
them in lockdown, or you didn't know what's happening?
we didn't even know who they were. You don't know nothing. It was just like you were coming in fresh,
Right.
the same way they came in fresh, not knowing any other person. So it was tough on me. I'm not even gonna lie. And as I said, not knowing for sure if we were still going to go on the show or not was even tougher. But prior to that was okay. I went to law school. I concluded my law school. My results came out good. but I had to defer my call to bar to go on the show.
Okay.
So making that decision was tough on me. But at the end of the day, I just needed to, it was just a thing of, you know what, if this wasn't supposed to happen, the opportunity would never have presented itself to you. So yeah, it has been an emotional roller coaster for me. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm happy I went through with the process and I'm here now.
So do you think you've lost out anything, or
Outside?
I mean, going in and just staying for that short time?
Absolutely not. Definitely not. I even said, even if now one day I enter that show, say they see JMK, I'm good.
Okay, all right.
Like for real, I'm good. I mean, I've always been the girl with the positive thinking anyways. So I always look at the bright side
That's the best
of
way.
things. So I'm like, if you spend 1 day there, 2 days there, you're still good. Stepping on that stage alone, it's a good thing. Because do you know how many people applied for this show? Thousands of people. And for me to be part of the people that got selected, it's enough for me. You know, easy. Do am if easy.
Okay.
just stay, period.
So, Maria, you're a wild card.
I was a wild card.
And it took a lot for people to know you were a wild card. And you weren't expected to stay this long. So how did you actually wing your way around it for you to have stayed this long? You know, because I guess you must have really acted the part of a housemate. So tell us how that was. Did you expect it would be this long, or did you think just be in and out?
After the wild card situation, obviously going into the house knowing I was a wild card, I didn't know what sort of, what's the word, caliber of people I was going into meet into the house. So that for me was tough. But once I saw the people in the house and, got interacting and stuff, I did have at least 80% of feeling that they were not going to figure me out because I wasn't even acting. I was just, talking to them, joining in the conversations to say, who is the wild card? And, I tried to make sure when they mentioned people, I was like, oh, really? I don't think so. Like, I was not trying to put it on anyone. And then after that did happen, I did think I was going to stay for long, but I knew they were going to come for me because obviously I don't know how they felt, being Biggie's little, secret helper. I don't know
snitch.
how. Yeah, snitch, however you want to call it. So yeah, that as well. So I did know some of the housemates felt a type of way, but if you're given an opportunity, you get the best out of it. And I felt like I played my part. I didn't think I was going to come out this early because I think you did say I thought I was going to, but I didn't think I was going to leave this early. And I don't know the reason why I thought that.
How did you feel when you got evicted?
As soon as I walked out that door, prior to that, I was shocked inside, but I don't know if that showed. I was really scared. I hate anxiety and I dislike not knowing, So the whole week not knowing, are you going to go? Is this it? I just want to know, just tell me now and then, you've nominated me, just tell me go, but it doesn't work that way. So all throughout the week I was feeling some type of way, but come on the day I wasn't, because I was like, do you know what, whatever, it's today now. If I stay, I stay, and if I do go, that's it. But as soon as he mentioned my name, I was took aback a little bit, I'd say. That I was like, okay. But as soon as I walked out that door, and I smelt fresh air, I was just like, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the status with you and Pere now? What's it? Because it looks like before you left the house, it was a bit rocky. So what's
we
up?
made up on, well, not made up. He came to dance with me on Saturday night. Oh, God, I just wish people would stop pairing me and Pere up. We're still friends, but obviously hearing certain things that I've heard coming outside. I mean, he did say inside of the house, and that was one of the reasons I stopped talking to him for a couple of days till he came again, to say, I miss talking to you, let's not do this, blah, blah, blah. And
So a lot of things he said were not true about you?
100% not true, and I keep having to clarify that. Honestly, Pere, I don't know what his game or strategy, I don't know what it was. It's actually now boring having to constantly explain what happened, but none of that was 100% true. I mean, he did lay on my bed that night. And if this was part of what he was trying to I don't know what Pere's game plan was, if I'm being honest, but you know, looking back and certain things that I've seen, he does contradict himself or over exaggerate stuff, not just in this particular situation about the whole, you know,
But every other situation.
you know, you know, trying to stir up my feelings or poke at me, talking about, you know, Jackie B was the first girl that I found attractive and not, you know, you grew to me after a couple of days, when in the first week that we were there, he was trying to call all his boys to say, oh, you know, guys, tell Maria, who did I say that was the first person I found attractive? I don't know, Pere. I'm just happy to be out of the house.
All right. So, sister love, yourself and Licorice, how you guys? What do you think about her?
Do you know what? I saw a lot of comments that did say, "Oh, it was fake." We didn't we weren't talking a lot, but me and Liquor had this vibe. There was a connection. We felt each other, where, you know, she would be thinking something, and it felt like we were thinking the same thing, and would look at each other, and afterwards would gossip about it. So she was like. We felt like she was my...
So there was this telepathy between you.
sort of thing. And I didn't have that with anyone else in the house. And we did have our little moments that would, you know, talk, how are you? And I felt like I was the only one she could confide in whatever she was going through. And likewise, apart from Pere was kind of the person I would always go to confide in things, because I felt, you know, there was a friendship connection or whatever. But Liquor was one of the only girl, actually, that I would confide in. Yeah.
So, JMK...
Yes.
Why didn't you do a princess move? Because a little bit told us that you had something for Emmanuel. So, you know, when princess was leaving, she had to drop a bomb that, okay, I like so. And so we thought you were going to do the same with Emmanuel, just to
Honestly,
it was vents.
until I came out of this house, I knew I had feelings for Emmanuel, or the public thought I had feelings for Emmanuel.
So there were assumptions.
Yes, purely assumptions. And him even thinking it, as I said earlier, is being delusional. It was nothing like that. I don't know if that was his game plan, him telling Liquor I liked him or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was never like that. I had no feelings for Emmanuel whatsoever. So I'm going to debunk that statement or the narrative. It was
Clear the air.
nothing. Yes, please. No feelings whatsoever for Emmanuel.
So who are you guys rooting for? Sami, I know you're a very restless one in the house. I'm going to come to that. What's up after this? Did you have any crush on anybody? Did you?
Crush. Everybody's my friend. Everybody's my friend, really.
So all the girls are your paddies.
Like, oh
everybody
geez,
there,
man,
so-
we did vibe together.
Okay.
I
So
do.
tell us now, who do you think would take this away?
For sure, I'm rooting for everybody, but White Money and Licorice are major contenders and all of that. So all the best to every housemate. I wish whoever wins, let best person win,
Okay.
basically.
JMK?
As I said earlier, I'm rooting for Angel. I feel like she's one of the people that deserves to win.
Okay.
And I'm also rooting for White Money.
Maria?
Yeah, I'm with Sami. Like, let the best person win. But yeah, White and Liquor Rose, definitely. But
You
the
think they
best-
stand a chance?
yeah, they do. Liquor's quite strong. But yeah, the best player, I hope, to win.
Okay. What were you doing before you went into the White, the Big Brother house, I mean?
Oh, okay. So I got made redundant in 2020 due to COVID. I was a flight attendant for
Okay.
Emirates. But after that, I went into real estate in Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah, I was working as a realtor.
All right. So what are you going to do now with all this over?
Fingers crossing. I don't know, but God's willing. I do intend to open like a big daycare in Abuja,
Oh.
just because of Lagos might be too hectic and like too busy for that.
So you're back home now, or you're not going back
I'm
to
definitely back to Nigeria now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, till further
okay.
notice.
You know, changes do happen.
Yeah.
How about you, JMK?
And for me, I still need to continue with the path I've always followed, which is my education. I didn't go to law school. I mean, I didn't read law degree for 6 years plus, just to dump it like that. So yeah, I really want to further my master's. And as I said, I want to work with important and reputable brands. And I want to have my businesses. Yeah, good stuff, really. Yeah, my businesses, further my master's, work with good brands, and maybe even enter entertainment. Apparently, you people love my acting. So, yeah, I'm open to whatever.
Oh,
I
you
got
have
you, I
that.
got
have
you,
a
I got
director
you,
here.
Exactly,
JMK.
Sami.
So, Sami, what's up after this?
Pursue this whole career thing back to back,
Okay.
like directing, acting, filmmaking, screenwriting. Like, I'm open to every opportunity, basically. You understand what I'm saying?
All right.
But I'm more focused on this is what I've always loved to do. I've always loved this whole acting stuff and all of that. So I'll pursue it with all of my heart.
Okay. So,
Thank you.
directing, a lawyer. She's going in for the kids. Why did you choose the kids? Though? Why the daycare center?
Honestly, I've always, even when I lived in London, like I've always I've dreamt of having a daycare. A few of my friends do have
You love children?
childminders certificates and stuff like that. I do, and I hope I have some very soon.
Very soon.
But
Right,
yes,
that's
I
great.
do love children.
All right. Thank you, guys. Wish you all the best in life and
Thank
keep
you.
dreaming.
Thank you
Don't
so
stop.
much for your time.
All right then.
I love your smile.
Oh, thank you.
Do you ever get told that you look like a
Thank
certain
you.
celebrity, like an American celebrity?
Whoopi?
Yeah, but, I mean,
Ah.
you're a lot prettier, but yeah, you do look like her.
I get that all the
Yeah,
time.
you
Thank
do.
you.
All right.
Have
Nice
a
to meet
wonderful-
you.
Thank
Same
you.
here.
All right.
Thank you.